The story surrounds a pair of opposite twins, Sumi and Rina. Sumi is shy and likes to spend time locked up in her room. She is also overweight and has no self-confidence. As a hobby, she sings on live streams under the name Sexy Diva. Over the years, she has accumulated many fans and followers, but no one has ever seen her face. Every time she goes live, the comments assume how pretty she must be. But Sumi knows that if she shows her face, her popularity will rapidly decline. In contrast, her sister Rina lives the dream of every young Korean girl. She is the visual of a popular girl group, Miracle Girls. She is signed to a label and has millions of fans worldwide. Known for her beauty and dance, Rina hardly knows how to sing. Still, she is the most popular member of the group. Her bandmates do not like her because she is arrogant and rude. One day, their manager informs them that Rina has been called to film a commercial video with a popular male singer, Haesung. The other girls are disappointed, since Rina gets more opportunities than them, even though they are much better singers. Later that day, a couple of reporters come to the girls' home to interview Rina's family. However, Rina asks Sumi to stay in her room during the interview, ashamed of her looks. When asked if she has any siblings, Rina claims that her elder sister studies abroad and is rarely home. Sumi hates her sister because of her unlikable personality. Despite being twins, they do not share anything about their lives with each other and are always arguing. One thing that Sumi despises more than her sister is her school. Her classmates bully her so much that she always keeps account of the days left to graduate. Unfortunately for her, the group of bullies also has a popular guy named Gyo-suk, who she is madly in love with. Last year, around the same time, Sumi had decided to confess her feelings to Gyo-suk and bought him a gift. But the bullies caught her with it and read the love letter out loud. Sumi still hasn't gotten over the embarrassment of being rejected in front of everyone, but her feelings for Gyo-suk haven't changed. Somewhere else, Rina goes to the set of the commercial and meets a fellow idol, Haesung. He is even more arrogant than Rina and likes to think of himself as a musician more than an entertainer. Knowing that Rina is only famous for her looks, he is extremely rude to her. Rina acts as the director asks her to. But to Haesung, the concept of the commercial sounds dumb. He refuses to take part in it and leaves his manager to do the damage control. Because of his pickiness, Rina is also removed from the commercial. She returns home crying and cursing at him. Meanwhile, Sumi is hanging out in their front yard with her family dog. When she isn't looking, it runs outside the house and disappears. Sumi spends the entire day looking for it and finds an older woman unconscious on the ground. She takes it upon herself to carry the poor woman to her house. Impressed by her kindness, the woman brings her inside and reveals that she is a tarot reader. On being asked to pick a tarot card, Sumi chooses the rarest one of them all. According to the woman, it is supposed to grant her a wish. Although skeptical, Sumi thinks of exchanging lives with her sister. But then, she changes her mind and asks for the ability to never gain weight. The woman gives her a necklace as a present before seeing her off. While returning home with her dog, Sumi suddenly passes out. At the same time, Rina, who is in the middle of a dance rehearsal, also falls unconscious. When the sisters wake up, they are by each other's beds in a hospital. Strangely enough, their mother calls them by different names. Confused, they look at each other and are shocked to see that they have somehow exchanged their bodies. They immediately run outside and hit their heads with a rock, trying to switch back, but the stupid idea doesn't work. While brainstorming other plans, Sumi's eyes land upon the necklace the tarot reader gave her earlier. She remembers that she had subconsciously asked to exchange life with her sister and rushes to the lady's house. On reaching the place, they find out that the lady has gone on a vacation and will only return after a month. The news is devastating for both sisters, who will now have to live as the person they hate the most for the next month. To adjust to their new life, they tell each other the do's and don'ts of their day-to-day life. Sumi is asked to be rude to everyone, eat less, and practice the dance that their girl group has been rehearsing. But Rina only has to exist and be quiet to be like her sister. The following day, they wear each other's clothes, exchange their phones, and get ready for the day. Rina goes to the school, eating a box of snacks she would have never eaten in her previous body. She is not worried about being switched and considers it as a free 1-month vacation from her usually busy lifestyle. But that is until a group of bullies stops her. Gyo-suk snatches the box and makes fun of her for liking him. Rina wants to teach them all a lesson but remembers that Sumi would never do something like that and keeps quiet. Meanwhile, Sumi goes to the company for a final rehearsal of their comeback show. Being the most popular one in the group, she is given the prettiest clothes and the first priority. However, when it is time to perform, she gets nervous and messes up the dance. Haesung, who is watching the performance, laughs at her lack of talent. After the rehearsals, they will have to perform live. Nervousness gets the best of Sumi, and she breaks down crying in the bathroom. She holds the necklace and wishes to do her best in the final performance. Lo and behold, when she finally has to perform, she doesn't forget a single step. However, the main vocalist and her rival forget the lyrics in the middle of the live broadcast. To help her, Sumi sings in her place and steals the show. Even Haesung is surprised to hear her actually singing well. After the show, she accidentally falls into his arms. Unlike Rina, Sumi is mesmerized by his beauty. He puts her down before going to the stage and performing a song, while Sumi stares at him in endearment. At home, Rina is mad that Sumi sang well because after going back to her body, people will expect her to do the same. Sumi promises to do her worst the next time, but then Haesung texts her, asking her to record a duet with him. Rina remembers him being arrogant the last time and wants Sumi to do her best and teach him a lesson. At school, Rina discovers Sumi's journal and reads it. She soon finds out what her sister goes through on a daily basis because of the bullies. The next time she bumps into them, she makes sure to insult one of the girls' makeup. When the girl tries to slap her, Rina restricts her hand, surprising everyone. Gyo-suk comes forward to humiliate her for liking him for the 100th time, but Rina, in turn, calls him ugly and walks away. He is left stunned by the sudden personality change and even finds it attractive. At the same time in the company, Haesung texts Sumi to come to the rooftop. He apologizes for being rude to her during the commercial and discusses what song they should duet. They seem to have similar taste in music, which makes it easier to choose. In the end, Haesung pulls her into an embrace, asking her out on a date. In the following scene, the couple is in the studio, mixing and recording the song. While listening to the end result, they end up kissing. At home, the sisters sit down to talk about their day. Since both of them did things the other one wouldn't approve of, they lie to each other. Rina is distressed that they still have 15 days to switch their bodies, but Sumi has started falling in love with Haesung and doesn't feel like changing. Before going to sleep, she wishes that the tarot reader never comes back from the vacation. Starting the next day, she meets Haesung on the rooftop every chance she gets. She enjoys the little time they have together to the fullest. Meanwhile, Rina continues reading Sumi's journal. A flashback shows us that Sumi had gone for several musical show auditions. She was recognized for her talent, but only during blind auditions. Many directors would bluntly call her names and dismiss her talent because of her looks. This makes Rina realize how unfair the world is to the so-called ugly people. Her classmates, who usually bully her, are dancing to her song during recess. When Rina laughs at them, they challenge her to do the same. She surprises everyone by performing better than all of them. Gyo-suk starts looking at her differently after the incident. The next day, Sumi is using Haesung's computer when she finds out that he watches her singing live streams. It gives her hope that he might like her even when she goes back to her normal body. At the same time, Rina is going through Sumi's computer. She finds a Sexy Diva live stream channel and accidentally starts a stream with her face in front of the webcam. Several comments flood in, making fun of her looks, and she loses many of her subscribers. At night, Sumi cries herself to sleep, wishing for the necklace that everyone forgets about the live stream. The following morning, the live stream is gone, and no one is talking about it, almost as if it never existed. Even Rina doesn't remember going live. Sumi figures out that the necklace is not ordinary. It has been granting all of her wishes till now. Throughout the day, she tests the power of the necklace, and the wish comes true every time. But she also realizes that every time she is granted a wish, someone in her life suffers the consequence. Like when she asks for the food of her choice, Haesung's new song is accused of plagiarism. Similarly, when he messes up a live performance, she wishes for him to pick it right up. The wish is granted, but a crew member is severely injured as a consequence. The next day, Gyo-suk locks himself in a studio, saddened by the plagiarism scandal. Sumi goes to meet him, and the two finish recording their duet song together. In the following scene, Rina is excited because the 30 days are finally over. The sisters go to the tarot reader's house, but see that she has still not returned. Sumi thinks that it is because she once unknowingly wished for her to never return. She yet again wishes for the reader to be back soon. As a consequence of the wish, a dating rumor about her and Haesung is spread in the media. Rina finds out about the rumor and is furious. They get into a fist fight in the middle of a parking lot and have to be separated by Haesung. He pushes Rina to the ground, asking her to stay away. However, the gesture makes Sumi believe that he is only in love with Rina's pretty face. The next day, Sumi visits the tarot reader again and finds out from her daughter that she passed away because of a disease. The girl also reveals that to reverse a wish, one must hold the necklace and genuinely wish for them to switch back to their bodies. If either of the girls does not actually mean it, the wish won't be granted. On finally finding a way to go back, Rina is overjoyed, but the same cannot be said for Sumi. Seeing that her sister is bothered, Rina reveals that Haesung used to hate her when she was in her own body. This means currently he is not in love with Rina's face, but with Sumi's personality. Following the conversation, the girls make a wish as the tarot reader has told, but nothing changes. Then, the following day, Sumi and Rina meet in front of the company for work. Rina is about to be hit by a car, but Sumi puts her life in danger and saves her. When they wake up in the hospital, they have switched back to their original bodies. The doctor who is in charge of them looks exactly like the tarot reader. She explains that Sumi is the elder sister and the protector of the younger one. Since she fulfilled her purpose by saving Rina from the accident, they were able to switch back. In the following scene, Rina breaks up with Haesung, claiming that she doesn't want to lose brand deals by being seen with him. In reality, dating her sister's love is unacceptable to her. The bully Gyeosuk also apologizes to Sumi and expresses that he has started to like her. But she rejects him since she is in love with Haesung. A few weeks later, Haesung organizes a musical audition. Rina brings the forms to Sumi, encouraging her to participate. Sumi gathers enough courage to go to the audition, mostly because she wants to look at Haesung one more time. She sings the song they duet together and impresses everyone. In the last scene, we see Sumi and Haesung recording a song together, indicating that she got selected in the audition.